Good morning, darlings. How are you guys? Hello. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. You know, tech technical issues, but it's okay. I just had to reboot and start over again. Okay, so happy Monday. Happy coffee time. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope y'all, our mamas, had a good Mother's Day. Um, I did. It was part relaxing and part just studying, so I'm a little tired, but it's okay. Sometimes my brain gets on overload with these studies and stuff, but it's just part of it. And so, picking my phone up this morning, sorry if I did not get your message or did not respond to a message. I did try to go over some of them this morning. There were quite a few, but it's okay. It's all right. There's still time. It's okay, Rocco. I know you've been working your little heart out, honey. Don't hurt yourself. All right. Dragonfly, you want to change your name? It's up to you, darling. 17, that is. All right. Dennis, I got your question, honey. I'm going to answer yours first this morning. I just have to pull it back up here. It was an interesting question. Okay. So, without anything else being said, oracles have already been pulled, doing all that good stuff. Let's just jump right into it. If you have a question, put it in the chat room, and I will catch it, or my mods will catch it. Just try to capitalize it, maybe with a Q, or write out the word question, or however you want to do it, as long as my eye can catch it. Wings will help me along with my mods as well. My coffee over here, so don't spill it. We're not going to start the Monday off doing that. All right. Okay. All right. So I was told I pulled 2 decks this morning. They said let's do Tarot of Dreams deck this morning, and then I also, of course, still have Basic Rider-Waite pulled as well. So without anything else being said, I have no idea what's going on in the news. Couldn't tell you. I haven't done any of that stuff the past few days. So I talked a little bit about that on Friday. About I'm on a quest, and it's an exhausting one, let me tell you. But it's okay. Hello, Angelica. All right, honey, you have a question. Deb has a question. Okie dokie, I'll get to you. But our beloved King of Cups, our buddy Dennis, Adam Merlin. No, he has multiple names, but he had a question. He said, was Bill Cosby recently innocent of the sexual assault charges against him, and that is why his conviction was overturned? Okay. Now, I remember that happened, I thought it happened a few months ago. I don't know. I don't have any sense of time when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I did know that if it was overturned, originally I think they tried to say they were giving him, what is that, mercy for just being older, and they didn't. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's a very good question. Was he really innocent of the charges? So we will. Was it a few years ago? Yeah. I don't have any sense of time when it comes to that. It's okay. All right. Please excuse. Thank you, Mrs. Rocco. Laughing. Yeah. She gives him honeydews, and he will listen and obey. All right. So Dennis, let's take a look. Was he really innocent? We'll do a yes or no, and we'll see what else they can give us. hard to tell. You can't find anything truth in the news. All right. Move my keyboard. Try not to hit wires. I'm afraid something's going to go out, but it's all right. Interesting. Okay. I think that whole story was a distraction for something. Let me explain here. So this represents Cosby himself, just being tired, worn down, and beat up and, just exhausted. Okay. So there's more to the story because Mr. Hermit is in here, and he's about wisdom, lighting a path to new truth, a new beginning. And we're going to find out. Now, this is also my creator card, but it's about solitude. So it could be representing him being in jail. In the past card, we didn't know a whole lot. Now, normally I was trying to figure out, does this baby page represent something he may have been involved with the littles? I'm not getting that. I believe that we only got a little bit of drippy drops of real truth of what really went on. We did not see the whole story. And he had quite a few warriors come in and fight on his behalf for the truth. And that is an alliance card. The Knight of Swords represents the good guys fighting on his behalf. I believe he was innocent. And I think that more truth is going to come out because I have swords all the way down the center of the reading. And in the near future, you're going to find out even more truth about what really happened and who did that, because that's the Queen of Swords. So more information. And now she's about, I will battle you if I have to, but I'd rather have peace. So it was just, he didn't fight these people because maybe he knew that he couldn't win at the time, but the good guys came in. You're going to find out more truth about what really happened. Another beautiful Queen comes in here. Queen of Wands represents trustworthy. That means he is trustworthy. You can believe the story behind if he was declared innocent and everything was dropped. It's a trustworthy story, and we should follow that because it was all done to distract us with the Four of Cups. Look here, not there. Usually when you're accused of something, it's usually the accuser the one that's guilty. Everything's kind of like reversed. You know what I'm saying? So it was a distraction. And I pulled one confirmation card and another page comes up, and that's Page of Cups. And that's being surprised. It will shock your emotions when you find out the real truth. Cups always represent emotions, but it's also mean tread lightly. You're going to be really shocked to find out the truth. So Dennis, I believe that it was more of a setup, more of an attack and a distraction, and that he was innocent. So he didn't go along with their antics or their way of doing things in Hollywood, so to speak, because on that base card is the Queen of Cups. She set boundaries. That means he set boundaries and said, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to comply with your little sick games. So that's why they went after him. Okay. I hope that helps. Yeah. I believe that he was innocent. Spirit agrees. I think they just, all the people that came forward and accused him had ulterior motives, and maybe they were involved in it. And, if he's not going to comply, they will go after you. All right. Now I got to scroll. And so I'm going to try to do these in order, guys. So I'll do my best. Good morning, Mary Jane. All right. Hi, Terry. Dumpling. Sweet ginger cakes. Good morning, honey. Kathy. I try to say hi to everybody. It doesn't always work. All right. Thank you, Anne, for subscribing. Yeah, just post your question in the chat. It's totally fine. Let's go back up here and see where they started. I know you guys were talking while I was trying to get the computer to cooperate. I went to click on to enter the studio and it just said, nope. And the whole thing went black. So I had to reboot. All right. Rocco was first today. I just saw that. Yeah, Lee says he's teacher's pet. All right. Rocco's still digging holes. He says they're holes. I think they might be graves, but I'm just saying. All right. Okay, let me go down. Oh, Dennis said he had mental difficulties. Okay. Retrograde ending. I thought it was Saturday, but I can't remember. I just haven't paid attention. That was the least of my thoughts, but I'll try to look into it today. I've got a lot of messages I have to respond to. Dennis, were you up all night, Rock? Wanted to know. You've been up all night. Well, honey, how many cups of coffee have you gone through? Or I should say pots of coffee. All right. I know. I've been spending some nights up too, but not to chit chat. I did with Nadia not long ago, but it's not why I've been up. Okay. And I know that I've got to get Dee Bliss. I got to do that email today and get her into the circulation of the email. I haven't forgotten. All right, I'm still scrolling, guys. I'm looking for the first question. Yeah, I just saw Anne's questions. I do one question readings in here, and if you want a private reading, all the information's in the description box. Okay. All right, so hers was the first as far as I can tell. Angelica, you want to focus, should I focus on my goal for 9 months, starting in June? You have to excuse from school. What does the universe say about your dream and future? Oh, well, no wonder they told me to use the Tarot of Dreams. It doesn't have to be a physical dream at night. Dreams can be looking forward into the future. All right, and let's see. So you want to know if you should focus on your goal for 9 months. Excuse yourself from school. Have to excuse from school. What does the universe say? So we want to know if you should excuse yourself from school. Concentrate on your goals. So we're going to look for a yes or no. Let's see. Interesting. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I just saw your base card. Very interesting. You meditated on what you should be doing. Interesting. Okay. So your goal that you're trying to focus on, that more personal goal. Okay, well, I pulled confirmation. Let's pull this off of here and let me show you what we got. So this first card represents you, and that's the Two of Swords, and that's fear of the unknown and not quite sure which way to go. So obviously that's what you're trying to figure out. I asked Spirit, should she stay focused on her goals to excuse herself from school? Well, the Tower card came in. Now the Tower can represent things of destruction and chaos and come crashing down. The Tower can mean big changes, making big changes in your life. This would change the outcome of what you want to do. Now, this is a major arcana card, and it sits beside another major arcana card, which I'll show you in a second. Here's another major arcana. When you get that many, they usually represent yeses, but I also want to know the story behind it. In the past, this has caused you a lot of confusion and concern. Maybe you're losing sleep over it as well. The Hierophant, now this is the Hierophant in the other decks. It's called the Faith card in this one because it can represent spirituality and focusing and meditating, and this is maybe you've been doing this currently. That's why I wanted to know if you've been meditating about it. Now the Hierophant can also represent chaos as well. Would this cause chaotic upheaval in your life if you put off school? But I'm getting that yes, you should focus on your goals, that this is something that you've really, really wanted. If you do this, it's going to open new doors for you. The Four of Wands is about looking into the future and new opportunities. So this would bring you complete victory. That's a victory card. Six of Wands is about success and winning and getting what you want. Okay. And it may be good for you or family or close ones involved. The Ten of Cups is a beautiful wishes being granted card. So I think that if you focus on your goals, you're going to be very successful. Now I pulled confirmation. All right, Page of Pentacles. Now this is the little guy that holds a pentacle in his hand, and you're trying to manifest something happening. Well, he's backing that up. Follow it, meditate on it, manifest it, have the faith to do it. You will overcome any adversity that it could bring. Here's another major arcana card. It's a Chariot. Move forward with what you want to do. It's okay. And another major arcana card, you have the Strength card. So, Anne, it looks like it's saying, you do you, boo, and you follow your goals. So if that feels right to you, you should do it. Spirit backs you up. Okie dokie. And I hope that helps. I will scroll down and get your response if you have one in just a second. I found it interesting that this base card, I saw it before I even flipped the cards. The Knight of Pentacles represents independence, and I'm going to do what I want. It's about abundance, sovereignty, and I can make this happen because it's a Pentacle card, so it represents you will be successful in deciding and manifesting what you want and what you're doing. It's going to be okay. All right. So, and I hope that helps, honey. All right. Let's see. I got Anne's. Let's go. I think Deb is next. Here you go, darling. You heard George Soros. You mean the dead dude? Sorry. I know what you mean. Or George Soros may have had a heart attack and died. I just read that. I'm like, didn't I just say that? But so now the truth comes out. Okay. Let's do a yes or no, Deb, and see. Interesting. Now we know that the original 1.0 has been gone for a while, but if they've created a 2.0, or you know what I mean by that, let's take a look and see. And this is their way of getting him out of the picture. You know, they're slower than a 7-year itch when it comes to getting the truth out there, but let's take a peek. All right. I'm just looking for a yes or no on that one, unless you wanted more details. I tried to let Spirit know that I wanted to know. We understand that the old one, the original, had died, but okay. So now I just did a 3-card spread, Deb, so I'm going to show you this. Yeah, Temperance. We've had to be patient about this, but this is going from Gaia to Spirit. Now, I didn't say it was a good thing. That's not up to me to decide. But yeah, that's a transition, finding balance. We've had to be very patient for that news. That's a major arcana card, so that is a huge yes. Yeah, very, very quickly. Well, it was our heart and desire to hear it too, but yeah, this news is coming out quickly. I don't know how they're going to tiptoe around this, but the people will find out. This is for all of humanity. This is a humanitarian giving and receiving card. So I'm going to pull confirmation just to get a little bit more. That's kind of what I thought. It's going to be more of a distraction because this card comes back in and he's a huge distraction. Don't pay attention to that mainstream crap. They're going to try to distract you. Don't look there. Don't look there. Because he was a big, if you look at this card as well, he was one that was funding a lot of this negative crap that's going on out in the communities. He's like, here, take this money, do what I say. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who George Soros is, you probably don't want to know. You're lucky. But getting confirmation if he is gone, you got an Ace of Pentacles. Yes. That's a huge yes. Yeah. Open the door to opportunities. I mean, a lot of that paid for crap will start to disappear. They're really trying to keep that energy going, whether it's BLM or Antifa or all that kind of crap. But you're gonna start to see new positive doors open. Let's just put it that way. Okie dokie. So Deb, I got a huge yes on that, especially with the Ace. We've had to wait a long time. Your base card on that was 3 of Wands. His ship has sailed, but new things are coming in. So, yeah. That's good. All righty. Okie dokie. All right. We had an apple orchard growing up, Dennis. Ooh, sour looking thing. And they would pour some salt on them and eat them that way. But yeah. Terry, what's going on, darling? All right. I was just going to do a yes or no spread, but let's see what Spirit can tell us. I hate to hear that. I never want to hear anything like that happen, but I understand. These are times when we're dealing with people we may just not be able to deal with and contractually finish a contract with. I get it. Whether they're blind as a bat, you know what I mean, or NPCs, that kind of stuff. All right, let's take a peek. I think you've known this for a while. Boy, this is a busy little card today. It's going to cause confusion for family. We got a little bit of advice in here, Terry. You're losing a lot of sleep over this. It's going to affect family. Maybe the children involved, grandchildren, younger generation. All right. Terry, let me take this off the screen. I'll try to explain the best I can. Now, this is according to Spirit. This represents you. She's Queen of Wands. Now, remember, I said she's trustworthy. She also is a mama bear, and she cares about people. She cares about how it impacts people, repercussions, that kind of stuff. Just very passionate about where she stands. Okay, she's always in protective mode. All right. Now, but caring about the people is one thing, but you've kind of felt this guy recently. That's the Hermit, feeling kind of left out in the cold, in the sense that feeling alone. Maybe that you've known this for a while, because in the past is the Eight of Wands, and that means it came really quickly. You've kind of known this for a while. Maybe your gut's been telling you, been you leaning on some discernment, talking to you, but you have been quite distracted of, do I end it or not? Because that's the Four of Cups, and that is look here, not there. Focus on your future, not what is yapping in your ear. You're just quite distracted with this. The reason I said that this could cause confusion, the Six of Cups, now this is reconciliation as well, but this tells me it's a trickster, and that it may be an option to reconcile, because Seven of Cups is about an option, but do you believe it's possible? Now, this can also represent children, okay, giving and receiving, and how it's going to affect them, and the truth comes out. And it doesn't have to be littles. It can be adult children, grandchildren, that kind of stuff. You're going to have to make some choices, but it's a trickster card. So don't be tricked into reconciling if it doesn't set right with you. Now, I did your confirmation. The Four of Pentacles is a little bit of a warning, because this may have a very big impact on you financially. Four of Pentacles represents hold on for dear life. Get a firm foundation and footing on your financial situation. It can also represent manifesting, holding on to what is still there with your marriage. Okay? Trying to hold on for dear life, but you're just not sure if you can do it. Page of Cups. It's going to be a shock to everyone. That's why I said children involved or younger generation involved. It will be a shock to them. But you can't keep being this person. And that is, your whole world is just causing you anxiety and stress, and it's keeping you up at night. Okay? Now, I have not scrolled down because I'm trying not to lose my place in the chat. So it's frozen. I am not seeing your all's responses when I do these questions, but I will scroll down just a second and figure out if it resonates with you. If it does not and I need to pull further, I will. Terry, your base card on that is the High Priestess card. So she's very secretive. Okay, she can be a dangerous card, but use your intuition. What is your gut telling you about this? Do you feel that you need to end that contract? Look beyond the veil, use your gut, and trust it. Okay? All right. Terry, I never like those negative readings, but I will tell you the truth of what Spirit says. And you tell me if it resonates. Okay. All right. Sweet Ginger Cakes is in the background. That's okay, honey. You do your thing. You do you, boo. Okay. Kathy's having Wi-Fi problems. Now this has been a few minutes ago. I'm just catching up. There's an interesting one. There's a yes or no. Monica Lewinsky's father, 33-degree Mason. Wouldn't surprise me. You don't get in those interim positions just because, unless you knew somebody. Let's just do yes or no. Monica Lewinsky's father, a 33-degree Mason. And if you don't know what that means, I'm not going to do lessons today, but let's just say it's not a positive thing. All right. Got cards spitting out here. Wow. Still pulling. Hang on. All right. Pull this off the screen. All right. 17. So I said, I just simply asked, and I kept pulling because I'm like, you're not telling me something here. You got a flat out yes. The Sun card. That's a flat out yes. Yes, he was. But I think her mother was involved with something as well. Like a, what's the term I'm looking for? I'm drawing a blank. Leader of a coven. Queen of Wands, the way she's aspected in this question is not good, I guess. Maybe, possibly, thank you, Spirit. And they said no, more of an Illuminati kind of thing, because of they just show me light, like, and that's what that stands for. Wrong kind of light, but you know what I mean. I think she was a part of that. Now, here's your Lewinsky card. She really tried to stay away from that and be independent. Well, obviously that didn't work. There's some iffy questions in here. Now, because the Moon card can represent being stressed out, confusion, and there's an illusion there. There's more to the story of what they're not telling us. Interesting. Her trying to balance, I think she was used for something. Obviously, we know the story. Temperance is, the Temperance is in here. That's another big yes card because they're major arcana cards. So is the Moon. Temperance is about moving from, this is for her to, she had to be patient and go through some things so she could, the way you look at it in enlightenment, or the negative way, not the positive enlightenment, but the Illuminati or the Freemasons, you had to go from down here all the way up. You had to go through levels, and she had to be patient because they were trying to get her in as well. I don't think that I think she really wanted to fight them on this, because the Knight of Swords, he's a warrior and fighter. I don't think she wanted this. She played the part. I don't know where she is and what she's doing now, but parents, definitely both of them. And this represents her as well, and that's being hoodwinked, being tricked into doing it, which is really sad. But that's pretty much the general story when you have this younger generation of these bad people trying to bring their kids up. Yeah, I'm getting that. First of all, the father, yes, Freemason. Mother also involved in something nasty too, and I kept getting Illuminati, and they really wanted her to do it. She really didn't want to, but she did and played her part. I hope that helps. 17. Okay. Oh, second part of that question. Did the father sacrifice her to bring Clinton down? Well, we just got a reading that she didn't want to do something. Well, that would make sense. Let's just get a yes or no if his intention was to bring him down. If that's what they were trying to get. I think they also wanted to bump her up, or they were trying to get bumped up. Well, let's just see. Maybe they were using and abusing her for something. Very sad. To take him down. Like enemies. I think most of them are all involved in those organizations. What's the other one? Skull and Crossbones, all those things. You find a lot of those secret societies that JFK talked about in the Ivy League schools. You'll find a lot of that. They're one big club, but they're also very competitive as well. All right, let's say yes or no to take him down. Wow. I think this was more to advance her position. Because Queen of Swords, they wanted to give her more clout and more of a voice, because the Empress comes in here. Yeah, that's being leader, and she's very abundant. So this is about money, because the Knight of Pentacles comes in fighting for money. I think it was more, you can take Clinton down, but it was more of kind of like a blackmail situation. Get money with the story, because remember, Queen of Swords, swords represent truth, and making her abundant. So if that represents Monica, they could absolutely blackmail him. Wow. Base card on that once again is hoodwinked. That did not shuffle that times. They said nope, stays the same. So tricking him. Yeah. So I think their motivation was financial with that Knight of Pentacles, charging forward and trying to get money. Okay. 17. I hope that helps, honey. All right. Was Clinton cloned for the cabal? Multiple times. Multiple times. Okay, now I think fairly caught up, I think. Kathy, you still having trouble? You can't hear me? I'm sorry. I hope everybody else can hear me. All right, let me get caught up. I know that I'm way behind, but he's digging holes for his big heads. Oh my goodness. You're so funny. Okay, let me keep scrolling. Okay, thank you, Nadia. Let me see. We'll find it here. Tammy Lynn's question. Okay. Welcome, Tammy Lynn. I've seen quite a few of your comments. I'm so glad you caught alive. Let me go find your question. Hang on, guys. Just be patient. Wait, what was this one? A certain question. Could I just meditate on what needs to be and see what the card says? Simple question. The death in my chest. One coming toward me now type thing. Do I need a certain question? No, you just put it in here. Could you just meditate on what needs be? See what the cards say. Simple question. The death in my chest. Or have you been sick? I'm a little confused on what you mean by that. If you, Tammy Lynn, if you could be a little more specific. Are you feeling something in your chest? Do you feel that there's a death coming in your family or something? Is that what you mean by one coming towards you? If you could be a little more specific, I would understand a little bit better. Okay, Jojo, I got you, baby doll. Yeah, it's not that I don't want to answer your question. I'm just trying to figure out how to word it. Because it's a little tricky of how I'm trying to set that up exactly what you mean. Okay. Dragon 17 had another one. And Tammy, if you could just try to type a more specific question in the chat, I will get to you, I promise. Is Governor Gretchen Whitmer, governor, of Michigan, related to Soros? I think half of them are, aren't they? They're all plants. I mean, it's not like we get to choose who gets in there. They're all related one way or another, or in the same secret society. It could be a sorority, I don't know. Let's just say, is she related to that guy? Okay. Wow. Yeah. Looks like it. I think she's closer than you realize. Okay. So, Knight of Wands. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Not only is she related, but this is part of the recruitment to a knight is representing passion, desire, and determination to move forward with power and authority of who's in charge. Yeah, she's definitely, this is the Chariot card, moving forward, charging through. He's going to use any of his relatives to advance his purpose. So yeah, that's to advance and overcome. That's because he's a big representative of the New World Order. Absolutely. This is to advance him because it's not well aspected. Now remember, Four of Swords represents hidden secrets. I think she's related closer than what you realize. I don't think that she's like a distant niece. I think. I'm wondering, because this represents like a mama card, like her mother. I hate to think that that's her father. Her mother is involved in this, and this represents her. So I just wonder. I said, is he the father? And I got the Emperor card. Son of a bitch. Ooh. Sorry. Or father figure. But he's very, very close. Like she was groomed for this position. Absolutely groomed. Interesting. Okay. So I definitely get a yes. Related, yes. And groomed for it, for that position. Wow. That's crazy. All right. Dennis went night-night. Okay. Thank you, Dennis. Okay. So sorry you're having trouble, Kathy. It seems to be in the air today. The technical stuff. All right. Let me scroll down and get caught up with you guys. No problem, Rocco. You catch up later, darling. Have fun digging your holes. Thank you, Nadia, for doing that. Let's see. Oh, hey, I haven't talked to Dennis. I will. He's sleeping now, but I will. I've got to. I'll message him later and ask if we can do that. I haven't talked to anybody this weekend. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Remember this. Thank you, Nadia, for reminding everyone because it's hard to see them. Okay. All right. And Nadia had a question too. All right, honey. What you got? Here's our Snyder boy on the screen. Did something shift this morning for the better? You felt the energy change? Boy, I hope so. It's been kind of rough. All right. A lot of things going on between retrograde and all the stuff going on out there. A whole lot going on. Let's just see if there was a shift in anything. Well, if the energy changed, let's just see what is shifting. Are we bringing it on? Is it something in the frequency, in the off world, so to speak? We know planet alignment and all that stuff impacts it. So let's just see what's going on with the energy. And if it just shifted, did it shift? Are you feeling something better? Right? Well, of course that card comes in here because you're the one asking it. All right. Looks like yes. Looks like it's a good positive. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, Nadia. All right. And I'm going to do, JoJo, I haven't forgot you, honey. I'll get you next. Okay. All right. So, of course, the way the cards shuffle, usually if I have a card that represents you personally, it usually comes in as the person we're asking for. And Nadia's Jiz came in there first. This is who we're asking. Nadia asked the question. I'm kind of sick of this negative energy. Now, this is the heart with the 3 swords that go through it. Because it feels like the energy recently has just been hard on us. It's been a heaviness and a disappointment. And it's just disappointing. Like, I want this over with. And in the past and here recently, the recent past is walking away from that old energy and that feeling and starting something new. Like, I'm sick of this crap. But I love the moon in the background. So this has a lot to do with the energy too. But moving towards something new. This is what our goal has been, is to change the frequency. Here is your current situation with the energy nod. All right. 6 of Cups is reconciling the good stuff and the good emotions. So that's gift giving. That is a better energy. Instead of being like to each other, it's more of gift giving, and the energy will change amongst each other. Okay, so that's a good positive thing. Yep, here's the near future. The Empress. The Empress is about abundance, independence, and she absolutely is in full control, working with Gaia. I believe that Gaia herself and her energy is changing as well. That's a mama. So that good, positive, divine feminine energy is coming through. It is a positive thing. The 10 of Pentacles This is the treasure chest in another deck that I have. It's a beautiful universal gift, and it's a completion of something that's being wrapped up. So this is good. And the Ace of Pentacles represents yes. That's a definite yes, and it's also a gift from the universe going, yes, it's over. The energy shifted. You're good. It's all right. All right, so we have a fresh start now. Yes, thank you, Abba. All right. You may start to feel that your feet are firmly planted on the ground. Let me explain. Page of Pentacles is like starting something, manifesting something new, like let's start over. We're starting a new path. Now, the Hermit represents the wisdom that we have gained from this, through this retrograde that we've gone through and all the different changes. This is our Abba card, our creator card. The energy is changing, starting a new path of enlightenment and just beginning again. Now, you may feel like for a while that you may be out on your own. Don't feel that way. You're just learning. We're just going through different things. But light the way. Show me a new path, new beginning. It's going to happen. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. This is just hold on for dear life. It's okay. It was worth it. It was worth it. But so you may go from that like irritation kind of feeling to being high as a kite and allowing your energy to float on a higher level towards creator. So keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. Don't go too far out meditating. We may not get you back. Believe me, I understand that. So Nadia, the energy did shift. Yes, it did. And it's for the positive. Okay. All right. All right. Let me scroll down and get caught up with you because I have lost so much here. Hold on. Yeah, he's cleaning out our fridge. You can come do mine. You probably don't want to. You might catch something. Oh, it's not that bad. Hi, Sapphire. Looks like hubby came in. Hi, hubby. He's going to lunch. Okay. I looks like I missed a couple. Hold on. Hold on. Sapphire had a question. Let me get you, darling. The person I paid for my recollection purpose taking a lot of time. Is he going to cheat me? Oh, boy. There's a lot of that going around, Sapphire. I'm sorry to hear that, honey. All right. Sorry, I'm just using my... Okay. Your relocation. I said recollection. I can't read. The person I paid for my relocation purpose taking a lot of time. Spirit's bossy. They said, why don't you learn to read it? Okay. Relocation purpose. Okay. I'm going to get you in on this here. So I expect to see, well, if it's a yes, it'll tell me yes flat out with major arcana or aces. But I'm also looking for pentacles, warning cards, deception, that kind of stuff. I know, Jojo. I'm sorry, honey. Hold on. Yep. Thank you, Nadia. Yep. Wings just told me he says you forgot Jojo again. I'm like, I'm so sorry. When they're on my phone, I'm so focused in the chat room. I'm sorry. I get distracted. All right. So, Sapphire, are you going to get cheated, honey? I hope not. I really hope not. Okay. Cards flying out here. All right, darling. I did a 3-card spread. This is yes or no. Now, I told you that I'm looking for aces for yes or major arcana and pentacles. Well, honey, you got them, the ones that flew out of the deck as I was shuffling them. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, that's taking money and running. Yeah. And this has got you beat down, tired, and worn out, and just really, like, you're going to do that to me? Yeah. Then you have Judgment, which is another, it's a major arcana card. It says they're trying to get your attention. Move away from this. Don't harp on it, because I don't think that you're going to get compensated for it back. It says just move away. They're trying to say, hey, don't worry about it. Just move on. Ace of Pentacles, because I was looking for aces and pentacles, and they gave me the big dog plus major arcana. Move on. Yeah. I don't. Okay. Thank you. Wow. Apparently this happens to other people as well. The real truth about this person is they distract you, or they offer you something really, really cool. Like, look here. But this is what it does to people. It makes you angry, and you have inner conflict, and you just fight with them constantly. Honey, you're not going to win. It looks like that that was a scam, or it's not going to work out. I'm so sorry, Sapphire. But people don't, they don't care, and that's sad. Your base card on that is another major arcana card. Now, it says faith, pray about it, move on about it, but remember the Hierophant, who's called that in the other deck, represents, this just brought you utter chaos. And that's like, it's also a deep state card as well. I mean, it says faith, and it looks really cool, but when it's aspected in that reading, it's not good, honey. Now, to meditate and get over it, you should do that. Another base card, they said do one more, and I just pulled it, and I went, well, that's good. It's another major arcana card too. Your fortune will change. There's the Wheel of Fortune. It'll change. Not to worry. Maybe give it some time and use your discernment and go somewhere else and do something. It'll be okay, because you will have victory the next time. Okay? Sapphire, I hope that helps, honey. All right, JoJo. My sweet JoJo. There you are, sweetie. All right, you ready? You ready, pretty? Okay. All right, JoJo, I'm going to do more than a 3-card spread. That way we can get more of a story. Okay, babe? Okie dokie. So let's do that. Let me scroll down and get caught up here. All right. All right. Are we doing gratitude today? Really cool. Let me guess. Probably my Nadia started that. Because one of your, I'll show you, one of your chakra oracles is gratitude today. Yay! Okay. So that tells you a lot about the energy, as well as when the oracles start to change and they look more positive. It's also an indication that the energy is changing. Okay. Who's Ditto, Nadia? That's her probably new husband she's chasing down, JoJo. What do you think? All right. While I'm shuffling for JoJo, I'm very grateful for you guys. I'm very grateful that my lessons are coming to an end. I thought they were going to end yesterday, and then I fell into a new thing that I'm learning. Talk about rabbit holes. They don't all have to be bad. They can be good, but they're powerful, and they will knock you on your hind end, that's for sure. Dragonfly, I agree. That's grateful for being in all the lessons and miracles around us. I agree. I agree. All right, JoJo, let's go. All right. All right, honey, you ready? All right. You know, I don't like doing these readings, but I do them because you deserve truth. The answer is yes. Let me explain, because I don't think you are the only one involved. The first card is representing, now this doesn't have to do with Jez. This is just contractual, but it's also the Lover's card. This is about a heated passion and desire. It doesn't mean that it was on your part. Okay. This is something that she felt, not you, okay? Now, the reason that I'm saying that it wasn't just you, I believe that there were other sisters involved, because I have the Three of Cups. Now, in another deck, this has to do with three women coming together as a collective together. So I get, because the minute I saw that was, pay attention to the masks. You don't really know who it was because it was all covered up. Now look at the divine feminine symbol in the corner, okay? Symbolism is huge in tarot, and you always have to pay attention. This is multiple female energy here. Now the reason that I know that you guys didn't know about each other's issues is because of this. This is fear of the unknown, but not knowing which way it's going with the truth, blindfolded and not being able to see what was going on with each other. Okay? In the past, it may have changed for some, but not others. It felt like it's just an absolute death. The death can represent it doesn't normally mean a physical death. It can mean an emotional death, like you really lost a lot of faith in someone. But the ugliness of this card is it changed you and who you were, because this brings major changes. So in the past, it changed you. Maybe your personality changed. You're just more bitter and angry. Okay. Now, the reason you're feeling the current situation with your mom, you feel like it's all come crashing down, because that is changing as well. Your perspective of things is changing. A Tower card is this crushes your whole world. It changes how you perceived your family all along. So that comes crashing down, that thought process and how you perceive them. Okay? And it brings a lot of burden on you. This is about being beat down and just can't take it anymore. I'm tired. But remember, the Ten of Wands represents that will end, okay? That aggression or feeling angry will end, because the other card is standing up for yourself, being passionate for what you stand up for, okay? But fighting for it will end quickly, okay? Not to mean that you're going to quit and give up. That's not what that means. It just means that feeling of being burdened will end. Here's your confirmation. Okay. So did she abuse you? Huge ace. There is an ace in this, so that's a confirmation as well. This represents your mother. Remember, Queen of Wands always represents a mother figure. Your mother tricked you because that's the Magician. Okay, so maybe you were told something. Now pay attention, the Magician also has a female energy in it as well, a big trickster. Okay. You're going to get some major help of how you're going to deal with this, though. The Four of Pentacles is, hold on. It just says, hold on. It's okay. It means get a firm foundation. Okay. Just hang on. You've got a firm foundation. Who's your foundation with? Who's helping you through this? Or is currently are going to help you through it? And that's your off-worlders, your Arcturians. They're going to help you through this. With the healing, it's going to be okay. Okay, they're going to restore you to being a great leader. That's the Emperor card. They're leaders as well, but they're going to put you in a position of power again. Don't let them spiritually take your power. They're going to help you heal to get back to this mindset, okay? Because you're a powerful, powerful person. Okay? Alrighty. I know. I'm sorry, JoJo. I feel you, honey. But I love you, and you have a lot of support. I love you. All right. We got, what do we got? Did I get everybody? Thank you, Tammy Lynn. Thank you. Well, Spirit works in mysterious ways. We show up when we're supposed to show up. Closing, yeah. Let's start wrapping it up. I do want to do your oracle cards. They look pretty good today. Okay, don't you hate it when refrigerators go out? We had 2 in this house, and one shit the bed as well. And when you got this many people, one little refrigerator does not hold very much. I'm sorry, Nadia, I didn't pay attention. Okay. Oh, you sent me one. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. It's from Sweet Ginger Cakes. Sorry, I missed it. All right. I like your autocorrect, Nadia, when you sent it to me. You said you were trying to say Sweet Ginger Cakes had one, and she's going to love this. Jenny, it came out to Sweet Ninja Cakes. Okay. Our Ninja Cakes is in here. All right, baby doll. There you go. I think that's it. Hold on. Wait. Oh, is that not it? Nope, that's not it. I looked too fast. Melatonin. Whew, Terry, that stuff's, I can't do it. It makes me crazy. Worse than I already am. All right, let me see what the. Oh, that was way up there. Okay, hold on. I'll find it. I can just read it, but I know you guys like to see it. If it takes too long, I'll just read it to you. Well, I guess I'm just going to read it. It's okay. You guys will just bear with me. It's all right. All right, let me just read it to you. So, Sweet Ginger Cakes, our ninja now. Now she got a new nickname. It says, we saw something in the sky last night. We were in the backyard enjoying a fire, and Sharon asked, what time is it? I said, it's 10:10. And she said, what's that? I thought it was a plane. Interesting. Well, angel numbers, 10:10 is, we always try to catch those because they do mean something if you catch them right then and there. She thought it was a plane. Uh-oh. Our dumpling lost connection. She couldn't able to see or hear. I'm sorry. She just messaged me. Okay. So you want to know what you saw? With a lit up banner that stood up and looked. No words. It was a long string of lights going in a straight line, and the slow faded from the front to back before our eyes. Well, sweetie, they're just off-worlders, but I'll give you confirmation. Maybe 100 ships in a line, very, very far up. Never seen anything like it before. It can be multiples, but there are what we call motherships that do have a line of lights. Now, they can be triangular, they can be linear. It is a very real thing, and that's just one giant ship. But let's take a peek and see what we can find out. Let's go in and see what we can figure out before Jenny becomes a ninja. Okay? All right. Great advice, Rocco. Thank you for saying that. 17, if you could take that advice, please. Excuse me, guys. It's because we're trying to protect you. Oh, there were 3 parts to your story, Jenny. Okay. Well, let's see if I did I read them all? Maybe I didn't. Let's see what we can find out. Now, if there's more to that story and I'm not getting to it, you just tell me so. But I will go ahead and ask what you saw, if it was off-worlders or it was an illusion, or I don't think you're going crazy or anything. No crazier than the rest of us are. I did see all 3. Okay, so let's go in and find out if this is your off-worlders, and do they have a message for you, or you just see them beyond the veil kind of thing. And if that's the case, maybe the high priestess will show up and we'll figure it out. So let's see. What did you see? Excuse me. Curious to know, Sweet Ginger Cakes. I know that you're wide awake. Is the rest of your family awake as well? Did it freak them out? It always helps when everybody else is awake, because then you're not trying to calm everybody down. But just curious. You don't have to tell me. Nope, we got one sliding out here. Hold on. Interesting. They're trying to communicate with you. It was a ship, by the way. I'll show you. The irony of these cards is crazy. You saw them transition. It's fascinating. I wasn't there to see it, but the cards say it was quite interesting. Thank you. All right. Okay. Here we go. So this is a collective of there's many off-worlders, okay? Because this is for the collective to see as well. Remember, Three of Cups represents coming together and celebrating. This is a positive thing. You didn't see anything bad, okay? But it also represents them. There's many of them. They were doing good things last night or the other night or whenever it was. It's okay. Now, what you are seeing, Page of Wands is representing being on a mission. But I kind of got the feeling that part of their mission has to do with the littles. They've been healing them off-world. So if they're picking up a new group or dropping off a group, Wands are about determination and starting something new, a new path, helping out. So when a baby page comes in here, I think about our littles. I think they may have been transitioning them, bringing them to and fro. They're taking them off-world to heal them, if that makes sense to you. If that doesn't resonate, you've never heard that before, I'll try to explain a little more. The Two of Wands represents going back and forth to dimensions. So, of course, the veil is thinning for you, and you were able to see it. It's very off-worldy in this picture. This is why they wanted me to use this deck today. Bringing these little guys, okay, to and fro from one place to another, dropping them off, picking them up, and they're healing, which is a beautiful thing. It's all positive. King of Swords. They're also starting a little bit for the collective, because this card that I'm about to show sits next to the collective card, and that's to bring truth. The King of Swords is about balance and truth and justice for the collective, to let you know that you're going to be seeing that a lot more because you're open to it, if that makes sense. Okay, in the future, it may freak out some people. That's why I was asking if some of your family may have not been quite sure, because the Three of Swords can represent disappointment. Like, oh gosh, what is this? Don't be scared, because everything's okay. And the reason I know this is because the Ten of Pentacles, this is a gift to you because you're so open to it. Ten of Pentacles is about manifesting a beautiful gift. Let me see through the tunnel. Okay, let me see beyond it. Now, it's kind of funny that we were talking about, did I look up and see ships in the sky? And they gave me this one. This means trying to figure out, is this coming or going? Well, now we realize it's both. They are coming and going. But look at the representation in this picture. It's a ship in the sky. Yes, it looks like an old pirate ship, but it's still a ship. I looked up and I saw ships. I saw lights. I love their representation when Spirit talks that way. Okay. It's okay. It's a positive thing. It's looking into the horizon. Let me see my future. Your future has a lot to do with off-worlders. It is a positive thing, I promise. It is a good thing. All right. Okie dokie. I think I got you. I hope so. All right. Let's see. Oh, Rocco. You're just working yourself to death, honey. Don't break yourself, please. Should hire gophers. You should hire my grandbabies. They're great about going out in the backyard and digging holes. Unfortunately, it's when I don't want them. That's okay. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, it was you and Sharon. Okay, and Beachgoer. Yeah, she's a family member too. Wow. You're welcome, honey. I just flashed. I didn't flash you. I promise. You don't want to see that. I know what you mean. All right. Okay. Send the grandbabies. Honey, you'll have holes in your backyard that you didn't ask for. They'll be burying stuff. They'll bury matchbox cars. You name it. And don't let them in your kitchen because you'll lose all your spoons, forks, because they will dig with them. No joke. All right. Okay, guys, I think that was it. All right, let's jump into your oracles. We've got almost an hour and a half, I think. Oh, hour and 20. Well, still, by the time we do your oracles, it'll be about that time. Before we do Wednesday roundtable, is it 5? I don't know. I can't count. It's another roundtable with our sweet family, Nadia, Rocco, and Dennis and myself. We're going to tackle looking into areas around the Dead Sea, including Sodom and Gomorrah, the pillar of salt that we understand is Lot's wife, some things that are going on around there. So we're going to go into the country of Jordan, about beyond the river Jordan and the Dead Sea. And that's the kind of stuff we're picking around. And sometimes we share a little information ahead of time, but we kind of do it on our own and figure out if we found the same thing. It makes it more interesting that way. So Wednesday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we'll do another roundtable chit chat. You guys just join us in the chat. And I like learning new stuff. We just give you little snippets and little drops in the bucket to get you curious, so you'll find maybe a desire to go hunt and dig on your own. But I'm going to be pulling up some pictures and trying to show you some maps and current pictures. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Green Army men, yes, they will bury those as well. You are correct, Rocco. That's okay, Deb. You do what you gotta do. You do you, boo. Tammy Lynn says only Satan goes to and fro. They've heard off the moon. Which last one crashed? I heard it saying Satan's not the to and fro on the no. We have people. We go in and out of the moon bases all the time. We do training. No, it used to be a really bad thing, but we've taken over that. That's a show for a different day, but we have got control over that. Don't worry about that. Excuse me. It's what we call the dark side of the moon, the back side. Yeah. You get to it, Rocco. No problems, no worries. Okay. Let's jump into your oracle cards. Let's see what spirit's telling the community today. I think coffee went down the wrong way because it's still hanging in the back of my throat. Excuse me. And it's gotten cold too. All right. Well, let's start out today with your Angel of Abundance. This is beautiful. Really good cards today. Positivity, faith, and optimism. All good, positive things. I'll try to let that focus. Well, dry. Okay. Look at how pretty that is. All right. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations of energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. It was hard to do during a retrograde and the energy being down, but it's okay. All right. Here is our archangel. I think we've had this beautiful man before. I say man, but angel, you know what I mean. All right. Archangel Butalil. Do you remember him? And I butcher their names every single time. I don't know. Butalil. I'm sure he forgives me for mispronouncing his name. But it says be interdependent and expand your horizons. This is a universal angel who works with a cosmic blueprint. Well, no wonder we're always looking at the cosmos here, especially here recently, to figure out alignments and energy. Because this guy's working with Archangel Metatron. Metatron's been in our collective a lot recently. He oversees the stars and planets, ensuring that they are in rightful places. So So this guy's coming back in to set us straight and set us right. That's good. He uses his wisdom to keep them in equilibrium, to regulate the huge cosmic currents that flow around them, and to keep the cohesion of the stellar world. So he's probably in charge, or at least helps Metatron in resetting and making sure we come out of retrograde and get right back into the good stuff, the good frequency. He also works with the archangels of the nature kingdoms and inner earth, and links intergalactic aspirants to Seraphina, the mighty seraphim working with humanity. He radiates a shimmering white light and has a natural affinity with unicorns, who help him with their pure energy. And unicorns are a middle earth, inner earth thing as well. His etheric retreat is above Earth in the central point where the 4 ascension constellation stars and planets: Neptune, the Pleiades, Orion, and Sirius, where they meet, and he steps his frequency down to enter our planet through the Great Pyramid of Egypt. Well, so it's a communication in Giza. Nadia's skin's crawling because she can't stand Egypt, but she understands. All right. Well, so getting ourselves realigned with the cosmos. Thank you, Archangel Butalil. If I don't know, I'm butchering that name, but he forgives me. All right, your chakra oracles. Thank you guys for doing your gratitude today in the chat. That's beautiful, because they said focus on gratitude. Focus on what you're grateful for. You know, the small things matter a whole lot too, just as much as the big things. Have gratitude. Show gratitude. It's a beautiful thing. It doesn't get much simpler than that. Now, only one little warning today. I think they all go together. We should have gratitude, but not despondence, because despondence means that you have the attitude that it will never get better. Oh, woe is me. It will never get better. And that's just and it makes you have a disdain for things in your life. It will never get better. I used to be bad about this till I had to have a spiritual awakening as well, and realizing now I manifest the future. I'm setting forward and getting that in my path and getting it ready. You can't always think that it's never going to get better, because that is a total lack of faith, and that you don't believe that anything will ever change. Have gratitude for what you do have and the fact that you can change it. Your final card today is miracle. I know that's very, very bright, but it's miracle. Miracles happen all the time, all around you. You just sometimes have to look a little harder to see them, but they do happen. Small, big, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just recognize that they do happen. Your Creator loves you. You're worth it. Don't spit in the mirror. Love yourself. Okay? All right. All right. I think that's it, guys. Like I said, join us Wednesday. We'll do a little round table and try to rack our brains about another subject. All right. Thank you, guys. Anyone that's new that popped in, welcome. Welcome to the family. I hope you get settled in here. Know that there's lots of love and jokes, and the energy. We try to keep it up and light and airy and full of positivity. Okay. All right. So you all enjoy the rest of your Monday. Okay. Whatever that may be, but be blessed when you're doing it and be grateful. Okay. I love you all. Love and lights and when you need it. Now I have to go see my grandchildren. So you all have a blessed day. I will see you Wednesday. All right. I love y'all. Love ya. All right. Bye-bye, guys.